The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Tuesday, the 21st day of December, 2021. Welcome to the Daily Hour, brought to you by Medical House, One Communications, and Linda's. I'm Jamal Hartman. She's Sherry Vanderpool, and Leanna Lambert will be with us in a bit to bring you the latest in her news break, brought to you by People's Pharmacy. Sherry, it's Tuesday. We're almost close to a long weekend off due to the Christmas holiday. Some people celebrate Boxing Day, and looking forward to it.
I am. I can't not wait for the holidays. Look at you looking all festive. Even got a little trim on your collar. At first I thought it was chains. I was like, Jamal's pulling out the jewelry today.
No. You know, interestingly enough, I've got a story for everything, right?
Okay, go ahead.
So, true story. I was working at Elbow Beach one summer. Funny, we're going to be talking about hotels and hospitality, but working there one summer, and you know how the guys drive the trucks of companies, delivery companies, and they bring goods to the restaurants and hotels and stores. So back then, well, I don't know if they still do it. I shouldn't say back then, but I was wearing, gold chain and whatnot. This gentleman says to me, no lie, I'm young, probably not even 20 yet. He says, I don't get you young boys. I said, what are you talking about? You are bought from Africa in chains, and as soon as you get the opportunity, you want to put one right back around your neck.
Oh my God.
Give me a complex. You probably ain't seen me in a chain since, man.
Really, Jamal?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's an Adventist brother. Yeah, Adventist brother.
Okay. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
It's all right then.
Yeah. But
I'm going to get you a chain for Christmas.
Thank you. Sherry, are you not going to tell the audience how I complimented your hair color and your sweater or shirt?
Yeah, you did. I think Liana still did it first, but it's fine. You did come, you did come through.
Okay, but Leanna did it first. All right. Yes, Leanna will be with you in a bit. Folks, we have... look, good morning, everyone. Excuse my manners, and thanks for making us part of your daily routine. Another good one today as we welcome our youngest guest in the history of this show, Miss Adira Place, and her mom, Martina Riley. I'm just going to say, we've had some incredible conversations with entrepreneurs recently, and to me, this is yet another great conversation with guests. So I'm really looking forward to. I asked her backstage, "Are you shy?" She says no, and she got comfortable as can be. So something tells me this is going to be an incredible conversation from an incredible young lady. So you don't.
Yeah, she's not shy. She's not shy.
Okay, all right, we got this. And folks, also don't go anywhere because we've got more Christmas trivia for you. I'm just going to say, leave it at that. We've got more Christmas.
I failed on Good Day Bermuda today, so let's fingers crossed.
She's back to norm. Charles said, I thought it was chains too. Yeah, Charles, man, that guy gave me a complex, man. Sam Cat Place, see, look at that, Jamal. Sherry always knew this is your chain, just wardrobe, get it together. So,
get it together, Jamal.
I noticed some things this morning. Nicole Walker says, good morning, LOL. I thought Jamal was getting his Mr. T on at first glance. No, folks. No. I don't have Mr. T like money, but look, enough of picking on Jamal this morning. So We played at the end of yesterday's show a really good video put together by Kean Dickinson of Bermeems for the Bermuda Tourism Authority, Hotel Association, and Government Department of Workforce Development. And I never forget. I was working one summer at Bermuda Broadcasting, and I was doing a talk show, and at that time I was in graduate school at Johnson & Wales, which is known for culinary and hospitality. And I got in an argument with I'm going to say a rather older gentleman. Me and arguments on a radio career.
On an argument, Jamal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people just don't want to listen. But I had this discussion with this gentleman, and he was very like, oh, I'm not paying all this money for my children to go to college and come back and work on someone's front desk and so on. And we went back and forth. And I said, something tells me the person screaming so loud against this would also scream loud if a non-Bermudian was holding this position as well. Mm-hmm. So my point is, we can't have it both ways. And so I commend the Bermuda Tourism Authority, the Hotel Association, all of the stakeholders involved for really pushing to get people to apply for these jobs. So the question of the morning, and I'm going to share some quick facts with you, which is very encouraging. Are we doing enough to encourage younger Bermudians to consider the hospitality and tourism sector? The late Walton Brown in the House of Assembly, before he passed, he cherished the hospitality and tourism sector. He actually spoke to how his parents were able to build, their home, offer 8 to 10 months a year of working in the sector, and how they were able to, still parent and raise their children. Now it's not looked at it as the same way. It's looked at as either a part-time job or low-paid job or so on. So that's the question today. Are we doing enough to encourage younger Bermudians to consider the hospitality and tourism sector? And then just want to share some interesting facts with you about this latest thing. So they it's a Kickstart program that's happening. It's a hospitality recruitment drive. And it's taking place today at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Hamilton Princess Harborview Ballroom. But here's what's interesting about this. There are 500 jobs available, right? 500 jobs. Keep that number, folks. 500 jobs available. They're part-time, full-time, and seasonal jobs. There's 12 hotels looking to hire for 2022, and they're across every level, entry level, mid-level, experienced. The craziest thing about this, they had, I believe, almost 800 people that had registered by early yesterday morning. You heard me?
Yeah, and that's awesome.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah. That's incredible. 780 people had registered as of yesterday when we received this information. So, I want to focus on this, though. I want to focus on this because that's incredible. That's great to see, right? But when I visit other islands, I'm not sure about you, but I'll use Turks and Caicos as an example. Turks and Caicos, I remember being in college, one of my close friends, one of my groomsmen, he was from Turks and Caicos, and we went to meet some ladies one time, and she says, I've heard of Bermuda, the triangle thing, but what the heck is Turks and Caicos? Did you just make that up, right? Well, Turks and Caicos is the envy in terms of tourism to me because they're developing. They have a lot more development. But also, if you visited Turks and Caicos, almost everyone serving you was local.
Wow. It is interesting. That is a lot of people. It could be looked at twofold. Unemployment is like ridiculous, but I am appreciative of the number of people who have signed up to be a part of this. I loved that video, Jamal. Who was the gentleman speaking?
Scott Simmons, PLPMP.
Okay, I was going to say Scott somebody. I couldn't remember. But the fact that he gave me an overview of how to look at the hotel industry, except for, what has been driven, I think, from the forefront is maid service, waiter service, all of these type of parts of hotel industry that isn't bad, but not looking at the back room and the other entities that the hotel industry also provides, front desk, corporate level things, just different jobs that, and just his idea of how to look at it. I love that part of it, because you don't look at the hotel industry in that manner. At least that's not what's pushed in front of us to do that. So I think this video is very important for what the question is, to encourage Bermudians to consider hospitality and tourism as a career. As well. You mentioned before that your mom done some hotels. So did my mom as a part-time. She was at Southampton Princess, working as well. So it's just very interesting. And I like this video in that aspect, looking at different parts.
Yeah, let's go to the audience. Samcat Place says, the problem is the influences of social media. How much can be done? These young lot want to get rich quick, and it doesn't work like that. I started out washing dishes and delivering pizzas. I think that may be a part of it. I think going back to the gentleman that I had back and forth with about his not paying all this money for his children to work on front desk, this and that. I think we need to think global. I think we need to change our mindsets to think global. And there are hotel brands in Bermuda that obviously have hotels other places in the world. So they may start on front desk in Bermuda and end up being someone's reservations manager in Dubai, right? And then they could also return to Bermuda as the managing director of a hotel. There's so many different spaces and places for growth in this sector. Now, before we go back to the comments, I understand some people who, because I have a love-hate relationship with the industry, and that's just me being frank, right? There are people who say it's too much of an exploitative industry, right? They feel that it exploits. And you ask me, my answer to that is, what industry doesn't exploit in a capitalist economy, right?
Exactly.
That said, I have to go back to Dr. Ewart Brown's book that he released 2 years ago. And he says, the thing about tourism and hospitality is we have to get younger people to understand that service is not servitude.
Say that again.
And once we get people to understand service is not servitude, right, then I think we'll have a better chance of encouraging young people to get involved. Let's use this for instance. If you're a mechanic, right, and someone comes to you for their bike fix, you're providing a service because you enjoy doing that kind of work, and this person needs their bike fixed, right? But also, you're getting paid for it. There's no difference between being on a front desk.
Absolutely. And people tend to, the hotel industry makes money. Gratuitous, like I've heard some stories like, I need to rethink this whole social work thing because hello. When, of course, when the season is bustling and all of those great things, like gratuitous sometimes outweigh what you main paycheck, so to think that it is that you can still make very good money in those spaces. And it goes back to what you were saying, you can go to different parts of the world. What do you think some of the persons that are in Bermuda who aren't Bermudian have done? This isn't their first job. They've worked in the home country, they come to Bermuda and they're going somewhere else. Go ahead, sorry.
Indeed. No, I agree. Indeed. Like you just made the point, like you speak about non-Bermudians here. Well, guess what? You can be a Bermudian elsewhere. I think we have to lose the fear of leaving our place of comfort to grow. That's what we have to do. Let's just be honest. I worked for Bermuda Tourism Authority. I worked for Bermuda Tourism. I never thought I would ever work for another destination. But I can tell you, early days, I'm working for Palm Beach. And so, Palm Beach tourism, it's a completely different experience, right? Because people can drive to my destination versus fly. So there's a lot of different things I'm learning. But I say that because the opportunity provided to me by Bermuda Tourism has allowed me to go on and, get into this space. Charles H. Jeffers is the CEO of the Bermuda Tourism Authority, and rightfully so. But he spent a number of years in other places, D.C.,
absolutely.
Sorry, I'm saying DC, Baltimore, and I believe Atlanta. So we have to allow ourselves to go and grow into these positions that we may believe we deserve. Charles H. Jeffers, Sherry.
That's a great number. Hopefully they will come ready to interview and get hired. And that's keywords, Charles. Be ready to interview. You need to show up,
Mhm.
dressed and ready
Be
for this
prepared.
interview.
Michelle
Yes.
Wright says first, adults must stop imprinting our young people with the idea of servitude. That word again, servitude. Parent by opening young people's minds to endless possibilities. It's more than waiting on tables. Yes, Teresa Marie agrees with Sherry. The video was inspiring, uplifting. We need much more of this. Nika D. Shields says every business has all types of jobs, small business, retail, etc. She goes on to say too much social media, music videos, movies, etc., not real life. Renee Sherilyn Simmons for you.
That's true. I visited Turks and Caicos several times, and that's what I first noticed, that they have merely no foreigners in their hotel industry or restaurants.
Yeah.
That for me is a pet peeve in a restaurant for whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole nother conversation, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
But
Bobby
we,
Singh, let's just go through. We've got a lot of
yeah,
comments to go through. Bobby Singh says, looks like Jamal is bringing out his intimacy. You see what Sherry started? Folks, you all starting some stuff. James Birch makes a great point here. Quote, service is not servitude also applies to guests and their behavior sometimes. And so this goes to the expectation of the experience. Anyone who's worked in tourism has probably had an experience with unruly guests. The guest has to understand the destination and the culture of people as well. So thank you for that, James Birch. You don't want to run into any issues like that. Michelle White, Sherry.
more of an effort and attention must be given to helping people to identify who they are and what transferable skills they can offer the industry.
Mm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Angeline Butler says, first, we need to understand that this industry will require weekend and holiday work, realizing that Monday to Friday is posse. Ebony Souza, I think the biggest hurdle is encouraging young Bermudians to stay in hospitality. So, there's conversations to be had. And I want to go back to Michelle White's comment, Sherry, where she says transferable skills. We spoke about this during the pandemic, at the height of the pandemic. We're still in a pandemic, sorry.
Yeah.
Leanna will tell you rising numbers in Bermuda, unfortunately. But transferable skills. So let's say not many people are coming to the bar anymore because of rules, right? Well, maybe there's a job in the purchasing department where you understand different wines and different liquors and beers. You can go and become an asset in the purchasing department of a hotel. That's transferable skills, right? There are people who maybe they did work on front desk. Well, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, front desk may involve payments,
Night
auditing, right? So there's a lot of things that we need to understand from that. Now, to address Angeline Butler's comment about weekends and holiday work, Sherry, this is where that conversation about life and work balance life comes in. I get it, and I think that's a delicate thing where times have changed. And I think it needs to be done in a way where people don't have to feel like they are missing out on family time and growth and opportunities and extracurricular and life in general to make a living.
So I agree, but I think sometimes it comes with the arrogancy of not understanding that a hotel operates 365 days. And that if you take on a position in the hotel, coming to the forefront to say, I don't work holidays and weekends, to me, doesn't fit well with the industry of a company that works every day. So I think that may be where she's coming from in regards to that. And I understand your point. But if you're getting into an industry that operates every day, all year round, you should be with the mindset to expect that you need to be there. In addition to mindset, that yes, you may start out making beds, but if you have a mindset that I'm going to learn, and which is what this drive is going to be, I'm going to learn all the different assets and facets of what the hotel industry has to offer, then you being a maid or a waiter or a waitress won't be your first and last stop.
Yeah, I get you. I get you, but I think in this day and age, it would be expected that the employer would recognize the need for work-life balance.
Yes.
And I've never had a problem working weekends and nights and so on and holidays, right? But I just think that it needs to be reconsidered how we go about that. We can't do it as if it was 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And that is the result should still be the same. Times have changed. And at the end of the day, people want to live life now. I came across an article last night by Vox about this kind of stuff, and I'll probably have to discuss it tomorrow, but it really spoke about like how employers need to change and now because times have changed for the employee, and it's going to become more competitive to keep certain employees. So it's an interesting time. But folks, what are your thoughts? Do you think, let's round it out with this question before we bring Leanna in. Do you think we do enough to encourage young Bermudians to get into the tourism and hospitality sector? Do you think, yes or no, do we do enough to encourage young Bermudians to get into the tourism and hospitality sector? Let us know your thoughts. Let's bring Leanna in because Lee's got a great personality. I think she can, to me, she's just kind of mean, y'all.
Nobody is more mean than you, Jamal. Okay, do not put Leanna and her cocoa and her pretty sweater into that category, Mr. T.
I keep forgetting she could hear me, right? Let's bring Leanna into the conversation, folks. Good morning, Lee. How are you?
Good morning. I don't understand how you start with a compliment and then deviate from the compliment and go straight for, a gut punch. How does that happen?
And he's smooth with it. He's smooth with it too. Yeah, you kind of catch it late, like.
I did that?
Yeah.
I would never understand.
We're going to call him Mr.
So
J.
festive and happy this morning.
Oh.
But here comes my grumpy uncle.
Yeah. Yeah. No, something in me, like sometimes I just forget that, you can hear backstage. And so I just repeated what I thought Sherry had typed out for me to read. That's it. So Lee, what are your thoughts on tourism and hospitality? Do you think we're doing enough to encourage younger Bermudians to get into the sector?
Well, let me say first that I really actually love the drive that the BTA and the Hotel Association has taken up. I remember coming out of high school, and I actually worked in the hospitality industry for quite some time. I worked at Southampton Princess or the Fairmont for at least, I want to say, 2 years out of college when I was back and forth from university. So I think it's excellent opportunities for a gateway into starting careers and just finding out what it is that you're interested in. I didn't realize like how much either in the beginning I enjoyed customer service and putting on a smile and being an island ambassador as the forefront person at the hotel and as a front desk agent. So I learned so many things while on that front desk in those fundamental years in my early 20s. So I do believe that I remember it being heavily pushed out there for us to try and get in the hotel industry. So I believe there have been many opportunities over the years for young people to get involved.
I love to hear it. And one last question, because I heard, I was told a story that a lawyer had never done any legal jobs during the summer. He actually worked in tourism and hospitality every summer as a summer job. And he spoke about how it helped him with his career. Do you feel like working in this space has helped you in your career as you got older?
Oh, absolutely. Like it helped me even with not just people skills, but speaking as well, getting a chance to encounter different people from all over the world, getting a chance to speak to, different cultures and immersing yourself. I believe it did. It actually helped when I decided to take up journalism, and then, I finished that and went on to university to get my BA in journalism. But it was fundamental years for me. It helped shape and cartel like what it is that I wanted to pursue. And I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Indeed. Folks, hey, if you signed up, go out, show out, and do yourself proud. Lee, you've got some news for us?
I do.
Over to you.
Thanks, Jamal and Sherry. I was definitely mixing those two names together. Good morning to everyone that's tuned in with us today. I hope you all are having a great start to your day. I'm Leanna Lambert, and it's time for the Daily Hour News Break brought to you by People's Pharmacy. So here's what's going on in today's top stories. The police have confirmed that a 24-year-old male has been arrested in connection to the investigation into the murder of Osagie Bascom. Detective Chief Inspector Police Peter Stableford said that in an appeal for members of the public to come forward and assist investigators by telling people what they know about this tragic incident, it has been somewhat successful. Now, he further thanked those individuals who responded and provided information, saying that information has allowed the investigation to progress, resulting in this arrest. However, the detective chief inspector renewed their appeal for anyone who was present at the party held on Saturday night at Fun Zone in St. David's, where Mr. Bascom was sadly stabbed, to come forward. He noted there are many who are still refusing to speak to police and stated their unwillingness to cooperate was worrying. He urged them to speak up and help bring closure to Mr. Bascom's family. Now, police are interested in reviewing any video footage from the party. Anyone with information is asked to contact police immediately, whether on 211 or the confidential Crime Stoppers hotline at 800 8477. In other news, the island's coronavirus cases have more than doubled since the last update, with 100 new cases recorded in the latest test results. Now, health officials say that we are up to 152 active cases from the 62 confirmed last Thursday. Now, we currently have 74 new cases of the Omicron variant of the coronavirus out of the 89 cases, with one victim in hospital but not in intensive care. Minister of Health Kim Wilson urged the public to not get complacent. She said, "We must continue to be extra vigilant to protect ourselves and our loved ones from the fast spreading virus, which thrives on human contact." Ms. Wilson said, "As we head into the holiday season, we must continue to follow public health guidance." Now, meanwhile, it has been reported that UK overseas territories have some of the highest vaccination rates globally, and to date, 11, including Bermuda, have received booster vaccinations. Meanwhile, legal action has been taken by the Ministry of Finance against former One Bermuda Alliance MP and his landscaping company over allegations of unpaid taxes. Now, according to the ministry, the Attorney General's Chambers filed a writ against Jeff Souza, Souza's landscaping management company, and his wife, Luann Souza, the vice president of the company, on December 10th. The writ filed on behalf of the Ministry of Health highlighted Section 32 of the Contributory Pensions Act, which covers civil action to recover sums due under the Act, which covers the recovery of tax owed. And we love to celebrate the great accomplishments from our overseas athletes. Today, we're saying congratulations to Caitlin Bobb, who recently recorded the fifth fastest time in the 500 meter in the United States college rankings this year and has earned the America East Female Track Performer of the Week award. Now, according to the University of Maryland, Baltimore County website, UMBC Track and Field kicked off the 2021-2022 season in grand fashion at the Navy Invitational on Saturday, with freshman Caitlin Bobb earning the award for her efforts at the conference on Tuesday. Her time was the fifth best time in school history and also the fifth fastest time in the nation this year. Congratulations to Caitlin. Taking a look at today's weather, we have a high near 70 and a low near 66 degrees. Today, we'll see clouds thicken towards the evening with developing rain and showers. High pressure calls for a drier day today, though only briefly, as deepening low pressure to our west will send active weather our way later this evening through midweek. Cooler and drier weather will then develop on Thursday and Friday under building high pressure. That's all for our daily hour news break brought to you by People's Pharmacy. Now let's head back to Jamal and Sherry in the studio for today's Daily Focus.
Leanna, thank you so much for that. So, real quickly, I am happy to hear that someone has been arrested, but I'd be happier to hear someone's been charged and convicted. That said, I find it troubling that we can be so easily comfortable putting RIP and sharing great stories, but remaining silent. I don't understand that for the life of me. Second thing, you mentioned more cases, COVID cases. I'm no health expert. I'm no Dr. Karika Weldon, no Dr. Emne, no none of that. I'm not one of those people.
Disclaimer out.
But something tells me this is not heading in the right direction. And folks, I'm just going to say, be cautious, be respectful during this Christmas break. That's all I'm going to say. On that note, Lee, we'll see you and Coco tomorrow.
You will see us tomorrow.
Bye, Lee.
We'll see you. All right, Coco.
In festive spirits, too.
Yes.
I don't have any festive clothes. All right.
I want a Christmas song tomorrow, Jamal. I want a Christmas song.
You're allowing me to sing?
Okay, that's not where I was going with that.
No, but that's his whole plan. We're gonna stick with it.
Okay,
Leanna.
let's go with it. We're running with it.
We're
Same
tomorrow. Check you tomorrow, Lee.
See you guys later.
All right, folks. Thanks so much to Leanna. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We have our youngest guest yet. I'm looking forward to this one. Miss Adira Place. She is coming on with her mom, Martina Riley. Do not go anywhere. And if you haven't already, make sure you share this episode via YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, you can share it there as well. Stick with us.
Mom's celebrating her 70th birthday next month. Have you noticed her age is catching up with her?
Yeah. Plus, she's having a hard time getting up and around like she's used to. I would sure hate to see her fall.
At Medical House Limited, we can help make life situations easier. We have electric beds, motorized scooters, bath stools, walkers, you name it.
Mom's been real good to us. We'll get her birthday and Christmas gifts from Medical House.
Medical House has relocated next to the Dendy Town Field, number 6 Bakery Lane, Pembroke. Telephone 292-3622.
We're spotlighting a Bermudian company who produces staple foods and other essential products that are integral to our Bermudian way of life and are surprisingly affordable. Bermuda's Best products started out in the late 90s with Bermuda's Best Codfish, which definitely got your attention. Then came Bermuda's Best Mayonnaise, matching the heavy hitters in flavor and true to the Bermuda Best formula, low in price. Further diversification has ensued, resulting in the inception of Bermuda's Best Concentrated Laundry Detergent, a special feature this month. Lindo's, why go anyplace else?
All right, welcome back to the big show. She's Sherry Vanderpool. I'm Jamal Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by Medical House, One Communications, Lindo's, and People's Pharmacy. Without further ado, let's bring in our guest for the day. No, I thought you all thought I was going to start singing today. You didn't pay for that. It's not happening.
Nah.
We've got an exceptional guest backstage, young Adira Place. Let's welcome her. Let's get, actually, we've got to bring, where's the applause? Is this the applause? Yeah, that's the applause. Let's welcome our youngest guest with a round of applause. Let's go. Here we go. Good morning, Adira. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Riley. How are you both doing?
Good, thank you.
Adira smiles. I love it. She's all smiles. I love it. Both of you, thank you for coming on the show. I know it's kind of early to be doing this, but is it your day off, Adira? Do you have the day off today? No, oh no, she's a hustler. She's working, folks. But speak to us a bit, Adira, about where did the idea to create lip gloss, like a lip gloss business, come from? You or your mom? Let us know. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Me?
It's just us.
Me?
Yes.
What
It came from you?
lip gloss. What made you decide to do lip gloss? I love makeup
hmm
and I love wearing lip gloss.
So your love for something literally just created a business. That's awesome, because I can tell you, I love to eat and I can't cook. So this is great news, Adira. So that, I mean, at what point, Mommy, did you say, you know what, she loves this stuff, let's just make it a business?
Okay, well, during the pandemic last year, obviously everybody was looking for different ways to come up with money. So basically, we took something that she loved. It took us a couple months to do our research and source vendors and all of that. But once we did it, we got it up and running, and literally we've been on go ever since.
I'd love to hear it. I love to. And you know what? It reminds me last week with Nicole, just how, you know, so many people during the pandemic may have went the other way, and then others just saw opportunities and jumped at them. So congratulations on that, finding a space in that time and just saying, you know what, let's fulfill this need. Adira, what do you enjoy most about doing this with your mommy? She's tired. She's like, you got me up too early. Go ahead, tell us. What do you enjoy most about doing it?
Making it and packaging it with my mama.
Nice.
You know what? And I'm not making light of this, but that right there, folks, is literally a child telling you the opportunity to spend time with my mommy doing something I love. You know, so no, we can appreciate that for sure. Go ahead, Shay.
So, Adira, how cool is it to earn your own product? And should we be seeing any other products in the new year?
What other
How
products?
cool is it?
Coming up?
Valentine's Day lunch.
Oh, Valentine's Day lunch. What does that look like? Are we going to have some cool colors and cool scents and flavors?
Yes. In summer, we're gonna start the ocean collection. That's gonna be blue.
Oh, that's nice. And does the ocean collection, does it have anything to do with the ocean in Bermuda? Tell me about that.
It's gonna have blue on one side and white on one side to be the water, and white side's gonna be the sea.
Oh, so tell me, is these lip glosses for your friends or are they for mommy and I? Can mommy and I use these lip glosses?
It's for everyone.
It's for everyone. Yes, yes. So it doesn't matter how old you are or how big you are. This lip gloss is for everyone. Oh, good. Is there any for Mr. Jamal over there? Can he?
Show Mr. Jamal what he can do.
Yes, please.
And what's that? Tell him what that is.
A heart.
Oh,
So this one is for men as well as women.
oh, yes.
We just got this. We got tons more lip gloss to show you over here.
Okay.
We got this called Gummy Bear. It's clear.
Oh, gummy bear. That's one of my favorite candies.
Nice.
Well,
So while you're doing that, Adira, tell us some cool things about your lip gloss. Are they sparkly? Do they taste? Do they have scents? Tell us some more.
okay. The Gummy Bear has a scent. It's called Gummy Bear because it has a scent of a gummy bear.
Mm-hmm. And what does the ocean have a scent of?
See?
The sea. And the one for Mr. Jamal, the lip balm, Because we need, his lips look a little dry. What kind of didn't they look dry, Adira?
I thought we were becoming friends as well, but apparently not.
Not a little peppermint.
Peppermint? So what goes into in terms of, look, this is beyond me, so forgive me for my ignorance in this question. What goes on, like, how do you decide what flavors you're going to do?
Because my mommy puts in the scents and I put the caps in and put them in the tubes to make the colors.
Okay, so it seems like, Mommy, that you have figured out a process that works that you both enjoy. But speak to us. What are some of the challenges that, as a mom, you still have to do the other stuff? Sherry told me that there was a video where she had started Big School and you were crying and she called you out on it. That's Sherry told me that, right? So, but talk to us, like, what has this journey been emotional for you? What's it like? Because not every parent can say, my daughter is into this, understands it, and so on.
It's called vanilla because it has a scent of vanilla.
So one of my challenges, as you can see, is my daughter is very assertive. So we clash a lot, and she reminds me often that she's the CEO of the company, so I have to do what she says. But obviously, I have to use my creative mind as well with her. So we clash on that often.
This one is called.
Hold on, just a second. So yeah, and just like because we're a two-person show, so we do our own marketing, we do our own manufacturing, we do our own packaging. Just recently we've done our own delivery. We done Christmas boxes. We did 60 boxes that sold out in 2 days. So we spent the weekend delivering our Christmas boxes. So yeah, as you can imagine, being a two-man show, a three-man show, her dad is also involved and he helps with deliveries as well. But that's a challenge. So obviously the more customers that we get, we're gonna have to find a way to kind of make it a smoother process.
Indeed. Go ahead, Sherry.
I was going to say, Martina, I know that you're an entrepreneur yourself, right? How did you incorporate your daughter in that? Is that something that she watched and saw you, or how did that come about?
Well, yeah, she spent countless hours at the salon, so she knows all about working for yourself and what it takes. She likes to help at the salon to sweep, always asking for tips after she sweeps.
Yes.
So that's
in her.
Balance. Being a mom, a full-time hairdresser, a part-time lip gloss assistant. Yeah, it's a challenge, and it's about finding a balance.
Yeah.
The audience has a couple of questions, so let's go to the audience. Miriam Simmons is asking, where is it sold?
Where is it sold? So right now, all of our glosses and stuff are sold on Adira's website, which I see is now at the bottom of the screen. It's www.parkbydira.com. You can also find us on Instagram at parkbydira, or you can call that number. But primarily, we're sold online.
Alrighty. And so that's answers the next question. How can we order? So just follow the information down bottom, folks. And another question, Anika de Shields is asking, because you know how people are with celebrity run-ins. They're asking, was she at Classic Kids recently?
Yeah, we were at Classic Kids on November the 27th at the pop-up shop. Thanks, Lily. That was her favorite store, so she was stoked to be in there selling lip gloss.
See, that makes me happy because, we should have had on again this year, but I think Lily was our last episode before we closed out for Christmas last year. And it was hectic for her last year, like getting so much stuff out. But I love the collaboration effort, bringing Adira in there. And, you're speaking directly to an audience that maybe young girls especially into purchasing the product. So I love the collaboration there, and hopefully you all can find more success like that. Sherry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, and I was just going to ask, Adira, are you going to be hiring anytime soon? Do we have to expand? Are you going to hire anybody else to work with you?
Or are you okay with just you, mommy, and daddy for now?
Me, mommy, and daddy.
She wants to keep it in house. Just her mommy and daddy right now. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Look, how can obviously Christmas is in a few days, right? How can people? And I only ask. I know Amazon says this all the time, but what's the timeline like? If someone said, you know what, I'm watching the Daily Hour, I want to go out and support Adira. Is there a backup? Do you have enough to get out before Christmas if people wanted to purchase right now?
No, we don't. We have sold out of pretty much everything. Like I said, we sold out of 60 boxes. We've sold out of all of our glosses because obviously they make great stocking stuffers. We might have a few items on the website, but not very many. And we're going to take a well-needed break after Christmas. So we'll be relaunching another collection towards the end of January. And we'll also be doing Valentine's boxes like we did the Christmas boxes.
Okay. And that was an important question because the audience is in love right now. And I don't want people to, set themselves up for disappointment knowing that it's going on. And look at us, she's putting it on. And what flavor is that you're putting on, Adira?
I don't remember this flavor.
I love
it. This one is called brown sugar because it has a scent of brown sugar.
Okay.
But a little bit of scent of butter as well.
Butter.
She knows how to sell it.
Yeah, she knows. Well, someone just said, Karen Simmons, love that she is demonstrating her product on the show. And Martina, did you teach her how to do this, or is this just her natural personality saying, you know what, hey, this is what I love, and here's how I do it? Just her gift, sharing it with everyone.
This is a portion of her personality.
A portion of it. Okay.
Yeah. So she was very excited to come on and show her glosses so you guys can know what we do carry when we do have it in stock.
Okay.
Awesome.
I honestly, go ahead, Sherry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying this is just so awesome. As Jamal said, I have kind of watched her through different WhatsApp statuses and just know that she is just extremely intelligent, and the fact that she has come on to do and has this business going is absolutely great. And it's also just, that's something that you have sewn into her. Is there a possibility of it even expanding outside of lip gloss at some point?
Well, we have been looking at the possibility of going more into skincare, but right now we just want to perfect what we have, and then we'll talk about expanding.
And you mentioned something important because we spoke about work-life balance earlier, and you mentioned after Christmas you'll be taking a break. She mentioned, and you mentioned earlier, Valentine's, there were going to be something. Speak to us more about what's going to be happening on Valentine's if you have the information.
Okay, so we did Christmas boxes, and our Christmas boxes included a mirror, a scrunchie, because girls love scrunches. They included a silicone lip mask. They included a sugar lip scrub that Adira made herself. It was 3 lip glosses, a chapstick, and a lip exfoliator brush. So we're going to do something similar for Valentine's Day and incorporate a more Valentine's theme into the flavors and colors.
Okay. And let me just ask you, if you could give one piece of advice to someone else who is interested in doing something similar, let's say it's a young boy who has a passion for a sport, and his parents are like, you know what? How can we turn this into an entrepreneurial opportunity? What advice would you give a parent that has that son or daughter that's interested in going that route?
Research. You have to do your research. You need to make sure that you're given a quality product. You need to make sure that you're giving something that will sell. Sourcing vendors for products, sourcing vendors for tubing, for packaging. You have to do your research. So 100% research.
I heard that, folks. Don't just get in it to make money. Do some research. Make sure that you have a strategy, a process that works well. Before you go, Adira, is there anything you want to say to our audience before you head out? A lot of people out here showing you love. Is there anything you want to tell them? It's Christmas coming up. It's New Year's. You want to say something to them?
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Papa.
I love it. Hey, look, she went straight Ellen DeGeneres on us right there. Boy.
She makes sure to shout out the team. She knows.
She knows who's got her back. Martina, anything you want to say before you head out?
I just want to say thank you to everybody that's sharing us support. Anybody that's sharing us support. Literally, we launched in October. The first collection was the everyday collection, so basically everyday colors. We launched on a Friday morning. By Monday, we were sold out. We did another collection in November. That one sold out. So we did restocks in between, obviously. And then the support for the Christmas boxes. I mean, we sold out of 60 in a day, literally. So the support's been overwhelming, and we just want to say thank you for that.
Indeed. Well, Adira, Martina, thank you so much for the time to come on here and having this conversation. And please know, anything we can do when you have things coming up, just shoot us a line and we'll be happy to put it out there for you. Love this story. It's an awesome story, and long may the journey last. And we are here to support it to make sure that it does.
Thank you so much for having us.
No problem.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy the holiday.
Okay,
bye.
All right, folks, make sure you support them. Adira Place, parkedbydira.com, at parkedbydira. You can follow them on Instagram. Folks, if this is your first time tuning in, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button if you're tuned in on YouTube. Also, don't forget, you can go to our website. We will be, well, I'm going to put it on Sherry because if you don't get your minutes, it's on her. Sherry's giving away a lot of cash in the new year. So make sure you go to our website, thedailyhour.com, and subscribe to our website for a chance to win cash prizes. I'll just leave it at that. Cash prizes and more. If you appreciated that conversation with Adira and her mom, Martina Riley, you know what to do. Give us some thumbs up, a love, a like. Make sure you share these kinds of conversations. We're going to take a quick break because you know what time of the show it is. It's that time of the show where we come back and we have the Daily Play. Do not go anywhere, folks.
Hi, Bermuda. As the festive season is upon us, I'm back again to remind you to shop local. Local retailers are filling their shelves with gifts and goodies for all of our holiday needs. And to make shopping even more exciting, you can play our holiday scratch and win at participating retailers. There's great prizes to be won, so shop local and have some fun. Scratch the card, and if you see 3 matching center bags, turn that card over and scratch to see what you have won. Have fun, Bermuda, and remember to shop locally this holiday season.
Eat, shop, and play in the Easies this holiday season for your chance to win a $500 cash voucher to your favorite small business in the BEDC Economic Empowerment Zone, Somerset, Northeast Hamilton, and St. George's.
All you have to do is spend $20 or more in any participating business, restaurant, or store. Simply scan the QR code on our flyers in store or visit bedc.bn to submit your receipt and contact information. Now until New Year's Eve.
Shop local, shop Bermuda, and support a small business this Christmas. For more information, please visit www.bedc.bn.
All right. Thanks again to One Communications, Lindo's, People's Pharmacy, and Medical Halls for their continuous support of what we do. Thanks again to Martina Riley and her daughter, Adira Place. Really, really great conversation. And thank you to the audience for showing them love. I was impressed by so much of it. Look, every child's different. To raise a child, you have to have patience. But go into business with a child, I mean, the relationship and rapport that they're building is just amazing. And even her saying, you know, she enjoys, you know, doing this with her mommy. It's a great story. It's a great story.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're starting that ethic at such a young age, and knowing that you can own your own business at a very young age. Love it.
Indeed, indeed. All right. Thanks again. And folks, like I said, go to our website, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe on our YouTube channel and hit notifications. It's time for the Daily Play, brought to you by Heineken 0.0. Great taste, no alcohol. Sherry.
Let's go, Jamal.
Okay.
I didn't do that yesterday.
It's ready. It's another Home Alone question for you.
What is this Home Alone?
They just keep popping up on the Christmas trivia questions. I'm sorry. All right. This is an easy one, folks.
You said that yesterday.
It's an easy one. Here's the question for the day. At what New York City hotel does Kevin stay in Home Alone 2?
Is it the Ritz-Carlton? No. The Waldorf.
Nope.
There's some good answers there.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Those were two good answers, better than yesterday. I didn't have no answer yesterday.
All right. So it's not the Waldorf.
See?
Not the New Yorker.
See?
I mean, just because other people agree with you don't mean it's a good
It makes me feel better.
It's not the Biltmore. It's not Trump Towers. What it is the Plaza Hotel.
Okay.
The Plaza Hotel.
David is the minority right now.
Yeah, he definitely is, because they still going Trump, Astoria, Marriott Marquis, and Anika says yes, the Plaza. It was the Plaza Hotel that Kevin stayed in Home Alone 2. So no gift for you yet this week, Sherry, but we're still working on it.
I'm fine.
Okay.
As long as everybody else didn't know either, so I'm good.
I don't mind failing if everyone else fails too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm with you. It's about percentile, right? Hey, look, that's how the SATs work, right? Percentile. You're in the such and such percentile. Anyways, thoughts on today's show?
Tourism industry, go out there and see what it's about. It's not just about the front service. There's a back service as well. If you are interested in it, please, take part in this initiative that is going on. And Adira, she is just the cutest and sweetest thing. And I love that she has this entrepreneurial spirit at this very young age. And hats off to her mom and dad for even supporting this. Sometimes parents are like, really? And all of that. But they've taken it on as a family business, and it's awesome to see.
Indeed. No, I'll just say this as far as the tourism conversation. Service is not servitude. The end. As far as young Adira and her parents, keep going. You can actually, not that this is your role or your goal, but can be an inspiration to other people who maybe have similar dreams. And your story can start so young and go on for so long. And I am very happy that you trusted our platform to have a conversation, and you have become the youngest guest in the history of this show. So thank you to both of you. And it must not be put aside that her father is very much involved in deliveries and so on. So that's huge, so thank you to all of them for having the conversation with us today. I want to say this because we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be giving out a little something here and there for folks who decided to participate in our poll. It wasn't a poll; it was a survey.
Yeah.
That we did back in, I think, October or November, one of them. So if you participated in that survey, make sure you tune in tomorrow for a chance to win a little something. I'm thinking it's going to be like a spa day or something. So if it's a guy, I hope you're like me and enjoy a little spa too. All right. Nothing wrong with a little massage once a month, folks. Trust me. Body deserves it. But tomorrow we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. After, yes, I will. Don't look. They're hating on me. They're hating on me.
Yes.
Hating on
Well,
me.
she had a lip balm for you, not a gloss. She had a balm because she recognized that your lips were ashy today.
Yeah. We have another one. Well, we've got the haters out there.
Oh, your wife's a hater?
Yeah, we've got the haters out there. Folks, it's the lighting. The lighting doesn't do justice for my lips. Sherry, you got some daily inspiration for us?
I do. I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that was for Sherry and her daily play, folks. So seems fitting. Look, we've got to get up out of here. But folks, do not forget, go to our website. Make sure you subscribe on our website. You want to be in the winnings once January 4th comes. You do not want to miss out. Reward yourself for having to put up with Sherry and me every day.
As Leanna said, Shamal.
Yeah, whatever. Shamal. Folks, if you haven't already and you watch on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit notifications as well. On that note, thanks again to our partners, Medical Health One Communications, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you tomorrow. She's Sherry Vanderpool. I'm Jamel Hartman. My friends, please do make it a great and safe day. We're out. Peace.